Welcome back, guys. What is going on?
Yes, welcome back to Bet with the Boys. March 11th. We are 133-98 now.
We went 6-2 yesterday, guys. I'm back with the marker in this video, and he's back with the same shirt because we believe in superstition, and we're gonna keep this win streak going, extend it to the third day in a row, guys. 6-2.
This one's actually long sleeve.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just kidding. Different marker, different shirt. But 6-2, guys. The two games we lost, it's tough when you lose the very first game of the day. We had Toledo covering by an enormous 17 points, and they won by 1. When you lose the first game out of an 8-pick day, you're scared. You're tight, and you're pacing all the way around, and that's what we did. LSU and
Missouri.
Yeah, LSU and Missouri. That was just a result of Konzo coaching his team to play to the end, which I get it. They kind of came back and destroyed the spread in garbage time. They were up by 20 with like 5 minutes left and ended up losing by 8. We had LSU minus 11, but it is what it is. 6-2, we'll take it. And we got 10 picks for you guys today.
Yeah, it's an extravaganza. If you think that we smoked them like a doobie yesterday, we're about to hit a gravity bomb on Vegas today. This is about to be a monumental day. So let's get it started.
Guys, we got 8 college basketball and 2 NBA. We'll save the 2 NBA for the end. All right, so we're kind of going to go in time order for college basketball. So at 12 o'clock, we got Auburn versus Texas A&M. We're going under 140.5. The odds are minus 110. Auburn is fresh here, and Texas A&M played an overtime game against Florida yesterday that they ended up winning on a buzzer beater 3. I think that Auburn can score. That's why the total is a little bit higher, but Texas A&M should be a little fatigued, and really keeping that total under 140.5.
Yep. Next up, we got Houston minus 12 at 1 p.m. 110 odds, minus 110 odds against Cincinnati. Houston has always been a tournament team. They're well coached, and Cincinnati is not very good. Houston is a great offensive team, and we just don't think Cincinnati can keep up with them.
So they've already played twice this year. The first 2 times, Houston beat them by 22. Second time, I think they beat them by 18 is what it was. And minus 12 here is just saying get the job done a third time with something on the line. So
something on the line. Next up, we got Arkansas minus 2 versus LSU. Minus 110 game or minus 110 odds. 2:30 p.m. start time. Arkansas are just dogs, man. They don't quit. Even if they're getting beat bad, they come back and make it a game as always. And then LSU, they have a kind of weird offense. You were telling me about it.
Yeah, they can get complacent at times. Even the announcers would mention it in the Missouri game. At times LSU looked great, and then times they looked like they didn't know what they wanted to run on the floor. So Arkansas is just more consistent, better team all the way around. They got Williams out there, one of the best players in the SEC. 2:30 game, minus 110 off.
Yeah, I think a big thing, speaking of LSU's offense, is you got to have a go-to guy. And Arkansas has that guy, and I don't think LSU does. So when it comes down to it, minus 2, we're picking the better players, better team.
Yeah, and LSU's coming off a back-to-back, hoping they're going to be a little bit tired.
Next up, we have a double pick on the same game. So starting off, we have Miami plus 9 against Duke. I know this seems kind of crazy, but Miami is a very good team. Duke is also very good, but plus 9 is a lot of points in the tournament. Both these teams are fighting for seeding for the NCAA tournament, and we just think Miami's going to keep it within 9. I think they're actually going to keep it closer than 9. But
Yep, so staying in the same game, we're taking under 150. I expect this just to be a freaking dogfight, guys. And a lot of defense to be played, keeping the total low. I mean, 150 is 75 each. Unless this game goes to overtime, which Vegas is saying plus 9, it's not even going to be close to an overtime game. Yeah, I mean, I just expect a hard-fought game with not a lot of scoring because of a lot of defensive efforts. So.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of defense because they are fighting for seeding. So this game means something to both teams. I think that's really going to help on the defensive end, keep that total down. Next up, kind of an upset. We got Creighton +3 on Providence at 6:30 p.m. -110 odds. Providence is fake. We think that a lot of games they win by less than 3. They've been struggling to pull away from anybody, and I think they might actually lose this one.
Yeah, Creighton's the Cinderella of this tournament, I feel like, in that conference, but Providence is fake. I mean, how many times are you going to keep it close with teams like Butler? I mean, Xavier, they went 3 overtimes against Xavier. Butler took them to the wire. It's just crazy. Like, they really are fake. 6:30 game. I'm not going to say much more about that. And -110 odds.
Next up, Kansas -7.5 on TCU. TCU had a overachieving performance. They were down 18 to Texas, came back and won, but I think it stops tonight. Kansas really is a great basketball team. 7.5. We really think that's just going to be easy money for us. That's a 7 p.m. game, -120 odds.
Yep, Kansas is different, guys. Number 8 pick, the last one in college basketball. We got North Carolina Tar Heels -2 against Virginia Tech. This will be Virginia Tech's 3rd game in a row. So they'll play 3 days straight when it comes to this one. North Carolina has just been on a tear lately. I know Virginia Tech's been doing pretty good themselves, but go ahead.
Yeah, North Carolina, I think, is the same type of thing as Kansas. They're getting hot at the right time. They took care of Duke in Coach K's last game at Cameron Indoor. Then they won easily today, and I think they're going to cover against Virginia Tech. Like I said, they're on fire. They've caught fire at the right time. North Carolina's a scary team in this tournament and the next tournament. So.
Yeah, I give it to North Carolina. They really rallied in the second half of the season. They didn't start out too hot, got it together. Yeah, Virginia Tech's on their 3rd straight game. Like I said, I expect it really to take a toll on them here. 9:30 game. That is it for college basketball. And now we're moving on to the NBA. We got 2 games, guys.
Yes. We are very Miami-centric today. We had 2 in college, and we got 1 in the NBA. We're taking the Heat, -5.5 on the Cavaliers tonight at 8 o'clock, -115 odds.
Yeah, Miami is at the crib. Last time they played, they got beat by the Suns by double digits. Jimmy Butler is a game-time decision, but I don't think that's going to matter because the Cavs are without LeVert and without Jarrett Allen.
Their rim protector.
Yeah, and without Jarrett Allen, the Cavs just seem to struggle. He's pretty much what makes the offense flow, and without him, I think they can focus on Darius Garland and just shut him down. So
yeah, the Cavs have good young talent, but their guards, although they're offensively pretty solid, they're not great on-ball defenders, and Jarrett Allen cleans up a lot of mistakes when they get beat off the dribble. So, yeah, I think Jarrett Allen being out is going to be a big factor. Also, Miami is 4-0 against the spread after coming off a double-digit loss. Yeah. I know that's kind of like one of those weird analytic stats, but it means something. So.
And that is the reason we're able to get Miami at -5.5. It's a deflated line because they did just get blown out by the Suns. Blown out, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Well, all right. Next game, our last pick, number 10. We got the Dallas Mavericks -11, and they are at Houston Rockets. We are fading the Rockets at home again, and it is a 8 p.m. game. The odds are -110. I like everything about this game, guys. The Rockets just come off a win to the Lakers, which isn't really that impressive considering the Lakers' year. I think the line's kind of deflated because of that. It should be more than -11, and Dallas just got beat by the Knicks. That came out of nowhere. They lost by 30. So that's why this line is where it's at. Dallas is going to bounce back, I think, and Houston's going to keep being Houston.
Yep. Quick recap for you. Auburn, Texas A&M under 140.5. Houston and Cincinnati -12 for Houston. Arkansas -2 on LSU. Miami +9 versus Duke, and also that same game under 150. Creighton +3 on Providence. Kansas -7.5 on TCU. North Carolina continues to roll -2 on Virginia Tech. In the NBA, we got the Heat -5.5 on the Cavs, and Dallas -11 on the Houston Rockets, guys. Another late night for us. We are putting in that work. Please like and subscribe if you guys are appreciating the picks.
Guys, it is 4:30 in the morning. We got like 10 likes on the video yesterday. Went 6-2. Just help us out, please. Just hit the like button, and we're gonna try to keep winning for you guys. I'm gonna post this video after we get done filming. Should be up early in the morning, so y'all can get that 12 o'clock game in there. Since we do have 10 picks, just make sure you're putting a little bit less money and spreading it throughout all 10 games. Just not putting too much on all of them, just spread it out.
Yep. So let's go 10-0 tomorrow, guys. Let's make some money, and let's have a great weekend of college basketball.
Yep. Bet responsibly and always bet with the boys.
Yep.
See you guys.
See you guys. Till next time.